Hi there, I'm Claire and thank you for watching. I'm making this short video for anybody who's doing my pregnancy yoga classes and also for the trainees of the Barefoot Yoga pregnancy teacher training course. So what I wanted to do, just to take this chance to just talk through that kind of breath for that first stage of labour or even pre-labour labour pains. And it's also a really simple breath that we can just use any day, especially in pregnancy if you're feeling a little bit stressed and or a little bit busy and overwrought. It's a really nice calming breath. You might find it useful for other things as well, because it's basically a really nice centering breath. So I'm going to invite you now to join me and come into a comfortable seat on your sofa, on your bed, on the floor, I recommend if you're sitting on the floor to have props so that you can sit your hips a little bit higher. And just checking in that whatever way you sit, you feel comfortable. And if you need more time or you want to grab something, stop the video, get your pillow, whatever it is, and then come back to me. So once you're settled, the first thing we're going to do is to just close the eyes and then just double check that the body is comfy. So sometimes we sit down and then after a moment or two we start to realise that it's actually not that comfortable, that we need to move. So giving yourself a chance now to make any little adjustments that will help you to settle in and sit comfy. And you can see me starting to close my eyes, so I'm already getting in the mood. I'd invite you to close your eyes to really just help you to draw that awareness inwards, away from whatever's been going on outside, and just bringing it back to yourself and your baby and your body and how it feels. And then the very first thing we're going to do is to just notice, because without thinking about it at all of the time, our heart is beating, our body is breathing, our baby is growing, and it's not something that we have to make a great deal of effort in. We can trust that body wisdom. So just starting to notice the breath in the body. And seeing if you can feel and be aware of the sensations as the in-breath comes. See if you can notice the breath in the nostrils. Maybe you feel it in your chest. Maybe you feel it in your rib cage. Maybe you feel it a little deeper down in your tummy. And wherever you feel that breath, just for now, just noticing it. And noticing the exhale. And noticing if any thoughts come up and trying to let them go and come back to the breath. So we're just taking a moment to settle. And now what we're going to do is we're going to still just work with that natural breath. So our extended breath that we're going to come into, we want that to feel very natural as well. And it is a natural breath. So that long exhale that we're going to start to develop is the kind of breath that we have when we're sleeping, when we're relaxing. And it really is letting the body know that it's okay to release and let go. So as you breathe out on the next exhale, see if you can encourage your breath to be that little bit longer. A little bit of a longer exhale. And as you start to slow down your exhale, notice what happens with your inhale. You might feel that inhale a little bit fuller. And I'm just going to let you play with that a little bit now. Breathing out a little bit slower. And what can help a lot with this, just to help keep focused, is to bring a count on the breath. So I'd invite you, as you're breathing in, to just count your inhale. Don't have to change it. But just bring a count to it. So maybe you're feeling that breath coming in. 1, 2, 3. And then you're feeling that release. 2, 3, 4. And whatever kind of release you're getting on the breath, see if you can start adding another count. So if you're breathing in 1, 2, see if you can breathe out 2, 3, 4. If you're breathing into 3, See if you can extend that exhale to 5 or even 6. And what we like to do is see if we can develop it so our exhale is double the count of the inhale. And if you've been doing yoga before, you might find this really easy, and you can make that breath even longer. And if it's new to you, or if your baby is just sitting right up under your diaphragm and you don't have that much space, you might find that it's easier to keep it a little bit shorter. These slow, long breaths, these practices do get easier with practice. So I'm going to let you keep doing that now for another couple of breaths. Breathing in, counting that in breath. And breathing out, counting that out breath out and down. Letting go a little bit with that out breath if you can. Now, as you come to the end of the next out breath, you can release the counting, but just allow your breath to do its own thing. And just notice how you're feeling now, if it's had any effect on your mood or your sense of well-being. And I did say that this is a breath that we can use for our stage 1 labour or for pre-labour, because that extended breath, that extended exhale is encouraging the body to release and let go of tension, which is going to be great for helping to let that cervix release, open, create that space for baby. And it's also a nice way of just keeping calm, focusing the mind. So now we're going to actually, now hopefully you're feeling really calm and safe and you're in a nice comfortable space. We can imagine if this was first stage labour, how that might feel. So with your eyes closed once again, you can imagine or visualise yourself somewhere where you are very often, an everyday place. Maybe your kitchen, maybe your garden, maybe your room, anywhere at all. And you can imagine that very first contraction might come as a shock to the body. So you feel that contraction. Contraction is the uterus contracting, ready to squeeze out the baby. And it can be very strong or it might be small. But as you get it, you might have a lot of thoughts bouncing into your head. So if you can imagine you're maybe making your cup of tea or whatever, and then you feel that contraction, you might feel a sharp pain, you might feel it in your back or you might feel it in your front. And your first reaction might be just to hold your breath. But we're going to try and remember not to hold it for too long. So once you've realised what's going on, you're going to take a nice deep breath in and a nice slow long breath out. Now, if you like, you can purse your lips, not purse them, but so much as just have that little space between the teeth and the lips, so that as you inhale through your nose, you're exhaling gently through the lips. And this will also help to slow down the breath. Or we can inhale through the nose as we were before, and exhale through the nose. But we're bringing that count in, slow, long exhale, trying to slow the exhale down to remind the body to let go. This is a natural process. That contraction is past, it's gone, never have to do it again. We're on to the next phase. And if it's first stage labour, especially with a first baby, you could be waiting a long time for the next contraction. So continuing making your cup of tea or reading your book in your room or whatever it is you're doing. So I think that I'll leave it at that for now. You have the video so you can go back to it. We might just finish on one more long exhale breath, and then we will chant just to end. I'll be back again then with stage 2 labour breath at another point in another video. Alright, so taking your next gentle breath in, watching the inhale. And then as you breathe out, see if you can breathe out the slowest, longest exhale that you've had all day, all the way out and down. feel when you get to the bottom of that natural breath that hasn't come already. Coming back in, filling you and your baby with all the energy and oxygen you need. And then we're just going to, on the next exhale, chant Om together. Feeling your breath come in. And we'll exhale. Thank you for watching. Namaste.